read reports that Avery's out. What's going on?
Yeah, so Avery's got a strained Achilles from last night. Went out and felt okay yesterday, although certainly got it treated after the game. Went out and shot around probably mid-afternoon and didn't feel great. So Avery's out tonight.
Has he had any tests?
No, I don't think they just think it's a strained Achilles.
Marcus starting.
Marcus will start.
Is that you worry that that's going to be a long-term thing or kind of a short-term deal? Or?
It's not been told to me that way, but we'll be appropriately conservative with the Achilles. You know, any muscular injury, excuse me. You know, we want to be sure about.
Right, speak to Marcus's versatility. I mean, he started for you guys at 1, the 2, the 3 this year, and just talk about just the way he's able to fit pretty much wherever you need him in that starting 5.
Yeah, I mean, our 1s, 2s, and 3s basically have to know all of those positions. It's part of our system. It's part of what we do, and so in circumstances like this, they can be able to be plugged in regardless of where that is. But yeah, Marcus has played a lot of different roles for us. But you know, when he's on the court, I guess he's played a lot of different positions when they announce his name. But when he's on the court, he's doing the same thing regardless of whether he's the 1, 2, or 3.
A lot goes into wins and losses, but the Pelicans are 2 and 13 without Drew and 12 and 9 with him. How important is he to what they want to do and just?
I mean, he was an all-star a few years ago, and you take an all-star away from a team, they're not as good. And you add him back, and they are. You know, and I just think, you know, availability is a huge part of team success, and having Drew back has been a huge lift for them. I think the two things that is obvious watching on film is what Drew brings to this team, and then the fact that they play small. They just play Anthony Davis and Terrence Jones at the 5, and that's it. And that's what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
How has that changed them and made them better?
Well, there's so much. I mean, you're talking about those guys are, you know, as dangerous as anybody else rolling to the rim, but they also can face up bigs and drive them, and you know, they stretch them out. They can play 5s, especially in the NBA the way it is today, and their foot speed is a problem.
You mentioned last night, that you had a lot of faith in Terry Rozier's competitiveness, and that's why you went with him last night. Reviewing the film, how do you think he played coming off of not having played as much the last couple of games?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. I thought he got into the ball, which we needed. Picked up the ball full court, did a good job in that. I just felt like we needed to impact the ball a little bit better than we were in that first 28 minutes, and you know, he's capable of doing that.
Anything with Jordan, Tyler, or James?
Jordan is good. Jordan's available.
Random question, but when the weather sucks, do you guys have anything in place for guys that have their sports cars or have never driven in snow? Do you have anything that you're in contact with them? Hey, get here early, or is it just kind of they just show up and they show up?
Well, we do a great job of covering that when they get here, when they're on the Boston Celtics. No, I don't. I have no idea. Nobody checked on me. I know that. So hopefully they do have something in place, but the coaches aren't on the list of people that need to be checked on, I guess.
Did you have any trouble getting in tonight?
No.
You guys have hit a ton of threes recently. I think 53 over the last 3 games. Is that something where you're okay with more and more and more as long as you're getting the looks you're getting?
I mean, you got to get the right looks. I think that's the most important thing. Said from the get-go, we want wide open layups. Unfortunately, they're hard to come by. You know, and so if you can't get a wide open layup, your next best bet if you touch the paint, and you know, yesterday's a great example. I mean, they had 11 block shots and it felt like it was 20. 2 years ago or a year and a half ago here, they had 14 block shots. If we don't make threes, we don't win. We're not beating them. And I think that's something that you just have to understand who you're playing against and how they're guarding you and what your opportunities are. And we all know that an open three is an efficient shot.
Is that something with the combination of Isaiah scoring so much and then having Al as an outlet for him in the pick and roll, does that really help you guys find more?
I mean, there's multiple guys that I think, Avery went nuts yesterday, but Al stretching the floor, Kelly stretching the floor. I mean, between Al, Amir, and Kelly, how many of the 19 were those guys? Maybe 8 or 9? So, yeah, I mean, bigs that can shoot those are important guys, especially as the league has become smaller and smaller. And there's a lot of guys out there that can shoot. These guys will both shoot threes from the 5 position. So you got to do a great job of guarding all over the place.
As a team, your percentage in shooting threes is up this season markedly. Is that something that the shots are better shots, or is it just guys developing?
Probably a little bit of an understanding of where shots are coming from, so they may be a little bit better, yeah. And then, just continued progress in individual games.
Al said last night that you're really, as a coach, giving him the confidence to shoot the 3 ball. What maybe is the conversation like with you guys?
I don't know if I've ever said no. That probably is the way that I give confidence. Is if he's open, I've watched him shoot in practice all the time. We've worked on actions where he's running and shooting threes, or where he's popping and shooting threes, or things maybe that he hasn't done as much before. But as far as like, hey, you have to shoot a certain amount, or we're expecting you to shoot, no, it's just take the next right shot, and if it's a 3, great, because he's certainly, a good shooter.
Brad, is James out for a long period of time, or is there any progress on him?
Yeah, he's made progress, but he's going to be out for at least another week. But I'm guessing it might be a little bit more than that. He had a pretty good spring.
During practice?
It was during a workout on our off day.
Did Avery mention when his injury happened?
Did not.
Last night?
Not to me.